Last time I did this, we talked about the downfall of Legends. This time, it looks like it might be the uptick of Legends. That's right, Legends might actually be starting to get addressed and fixed. Some of the issues that we've all had for a while might be getting addressed. Definitely, they're bringing in things to the game that the player base has been asking for, not the higher up in the food chain developers that want to push carriers and OP carriers and fire spammers and things that the community really doesn't want. We're actually going to be getting things that we want, finally. Stay tuned and I'll tell you everything you can expect. I cannot believe to say Wargaming is actually going to put in things in the game that the actual player base has been requesting for probably 2 years or more. They're finally going to put this stuff in. Above everything else, they're going to put this in right here. And this right here is like the main reason I'm making this video. There's a couple other cool things they're going to put in, but that right there is awesome. So I will read you this, training rooms, what it says. This one's pretty self-explanatory, but there are some important caveats. They wanted to bring both the clan feature and training rooms around the same time. They thought that they were going to do clans first initially, from reading this and from seeing the massive thing in the feedback section, which was like hundreds of players going to the feedback section about a month ago and asking for training rooms. It looks like, from reading this, we've weighed the clan social component against the training rooms and asked ourselves which one would be better without the other. The training room felt like the obvious answer. Is the way to help new players, give players the ability to experiment with different builds, new, old ships, commanders. Yeah, why we want it. Something to be aware of is that training room functionality has a few limitations. Namely, do they mean to say mainly or namely? They said namely. There will be no earnings or spending for that matter. There's no victory or defeat. No medals either. Duh. Basically, you're going to have a team result list at the end of the battle, but you're not going to have any economy. Duh. So training rooms is the really big one that's coming. But now we're going to look at all the other stuff they plan to bring in, I don't know, what are they talking here in the next 6 months, 4 months? I'm not really sure. But in the future, in the near future, what they're planning on bringing in. Personally, myself, I'm excited for this one here. Port switching, I think that's huge. I have asked for that ever since that dog shit Japan map that everything was hot fucking pink. I've asked for that. I'm really glad they're finally going to make that an option because it's just so silly that it's not. You're talking a map can't be but like a megabyte on my save file, 65 gigs for this game or whatever it is. So yeah, I'm happy that that is going to be a thing. So they are doing something now. It's going to be the extended service records, basically more detailed stats. This one's been requested since the game is available, yada yada, yeah. I wonder who's been requesting that. What we're going to do real quick is we're going to look at these two images and then we're going to go to the actual console and we're going to see what it looks like on the console. Here we are back over on the console. This is what we have here for the statistics. So not a whole lot there going on. We do have some stats, but it's not all that much. Your average battle results here, warships destroyed, how they were destroyed. And then you've got obviously battle plays, victories, defeats, draws, survived, accuracy, stuff like that. So now that you have kind of a baseline, these are the three things we currently have. Let's go back over to the PC. So here's what they're going to bring in. You're going to have your top 5 most played ships here. Wait, this way, that way. Top 5 right there. So that's cool. And it looks like it's going to display the number of battles in that ship, and it's also going to display your win rate in that ship. That's kind of neat. I like that. Combat profile, I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory as soon as you look at it. So it's going to show what you kind of lean more towards. And I think I know what I'm going to lean towards, but I imagine mine's going to probably end up looking kind of like that as well. Maybe a little more battleshipy than cruiser, a little more carrier. I don't really know. We'll have to see. But that's kind of cool. I'm excited that they're going to do that. And then you're going to have kind of the basic stats over there on the far side that I can't reach. I'm hitting a wall over there. Win rate, battles, average XP, average damage. That's kind of like the old page we had. We already had that kind of stuff. But it's still kind of cool to see change in a game that's been stuck in one place for 3 years. And this is another page that we're also going to get. This is kind of cool. So this is going to show right here top 3 played tiers. So obviously mine's going to be legendary tier 7 and maybe tier 8. I don't really know what the third one's going to be anymore. Tier 7 and legendary definitely going to be on top. And then behind my head here, you're going to have right there, you're going to have your top 3 nations, which we know what mine's going to be. It's going to be America #1 here, and then it's who knows what's going to be second. But those are cool little features. And then we're going to have like just the regular old detailed stats here. So battle statistics, what we already have. You're going to have the average battle up there, which what we already have. And then the max results per battle, which we don't currently have. So max results is going to basically be like one incredible game. You'll have that incredible game saved right over there. It's what it looks like to me. Warships destroyed 8, damage to ships, your highest damage, your highest XP will be all over there. But those are going to be the top end. So if you have 0 ships destroyed and 6,000 base XP, I think you're just going to take the XP line. It's not necessarily just one game. It's going to be the best stat line you've ever had for XP, for number of ships killed, stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. This one can maybe concern a couple skeptics out there. Special modernizations. What is that? Well, we can't reveal too much. Let's say it's going to be to improve the ships you're particularly fond of. Accuracy build Iowa again? Hello? Maybe? Who knows? Speaking of, though, Halloween mode returns. I've always kind of thought Halloween mode was kind of fun. We'll see. The question here, gentlemen, this looks like an Iowa with the hit points of the North Carolina. Kind of hard to tell them apart. I'm leaning towards this as a North Carolina. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm leaning towards. It looks like it's going to be the exact same Halloween thing they had with the different towers again, which I actually thought the last one was kind of fun and it kind of posed a challenge. So we'll definitely have fun playing that again. And we won't be in things like, well, what did we have last time? Turpets? Yeah, give me something with like 16-inch guns. Even North Carolina would be 16s. That'd be good. Either way, happy to see that return. And the last point on here, they said, finally, when it comes to the ships, there will be a few interesting, cool, outright weird entries until the year ends. It may be anticlimactic to not name them right now. Okay. So we don't know what's going to come in the future, for the next, 5 months for ships and things, but maybe they're going to bring some cool stuff in. We'll just have to wait and see. But either way, this is a good start for the developers to get on the right track and start bringing in the things that we want. So let's see how the execution goes. Hopefully training rooms get here before the end of the year and we could start actually having fun little private matches. We'll see. Well, there you have it, guys. That's what we know. Hopefully things are going to go up from here. We'll just have to wait and see how they decide to execute this, but so far, looks pretty good for us down the road. I'm going to get this video edited. Everybody out there, have a great weekend. Have a good Friday, and I will see you all next time. Peace!